Look at this view and still see the beautiful Halong Bay.
Welcome to Vietnam.
Xin chào, Vietnam. Welcome Vietnam. So we are having a little bit of a stopover, probably 20 minutes here. We are on our way to Halong Bay, so we will be cruising at Halong Bay today. And from Hanoi, it will maybe take you 2.5 hours, or maybe more or less. I don't know. I wasn't able to check the time, but we woke up really early in the morning just to get ready before we started to really get ourselves set up. So we took a bus all the way from Hanoi, and now currently here. And yeah, so this is quite really a 20 minutes toilet break, and this is really good. So but I want to show you exactly where I am right now, because look, this is kind of like what, a cultured pearl farm, and behind me actually there is actually just a bay where, you know, they cultured pearls. Also, before you get too excited, you know, the van behind me, they always call it a limousine. So a limousine is what they call for the van behind me, and sometimes they call it a bus, but yeah, basically it's more of a basic thing to say it here, a limousine. First thing I've noticed that when I was here and they told me that I'm gonna get a limousine all the way to Halong Bay, I just thought how special it is, but actually it is just what, a van. But we are currently just here waiting for a bus after a 20-minute toilet break and getting ourselves ready again. The sun is really hitting so hard now. I'm not sure, maybe like 35 degrees. And look, it's so spacious here, and these are the vans behind me. And a lot of tourists really now hitting up this space because we are all going to Halong Bay just to get ourselves ready and of course enjoy the beauty of Halong Bay. And I'm so excited to show you guys later. Thank you. I now made it to the port of Halong Bay, and we're just waiting for the cruise to find a dock here so we can actually board it. I don't know how we're gonna do it, but I think there will be a small boat that will take us to the cruise itself here behind me. And giving you the view from behind me, look at some of the cruises in there parking behind me. And yeah, so I'll show you around what it looks like to be really here where the action is. So this is the port currently, and there would be a lot of tourists here every day for the boat and for themselves to board the cruise. So currently, after a few hours all the way from Hanoi, you get the chance to really, you know, enjoy the beauty of the scenery when you are on a bus tour. And yeah, getting to Halong Bay is quite really easy as long as you are actually having a bit of time to booked in yourselves into a tour group so you can see the view of the scenery of Vietnam. There's quite a lot of big improvements in Vietnam. I think they're one of the progressive country nowadays, simply because by the time you get to the different sides of when you are on the bus, right, you see a lot of infrastructure. They're building so much, and actually I'm so surprised how clean Vietnam is, and the people here are just so fantastic and so friendly. And I think this is the reason why #1 tourist destinations for travelers like me. And if you're new, traveling to Southeast Asia, I would suggest to visit Vietnam because just the place is just so good. And I couldn't really stress enough because Vietnam is so well organized. As I mentioned earlier before, that gives you the actions of chaos but well organized. And yeah, one thing is clean and friendly people. Vietnam means business, good business. That's the reason why everything is so on time. The punctuality of, you know, the time and effort they put through to create this kind of touristic destination is so good. And I would say that this is just fantastic enough for tourists. You know, they're on time, punctuality, and yeah, so much things going on. If I could document everything, every steps of the way, that would be very long vlog, but I'm just only documenting a little bit of snippets of it so you can see what Vietnam is all about. As you can see, we're just waiting for a boat to transport us to the cruise, and yeah, Halong Bay Port is already bustling with a lot of tourists and people, and is also waiting for their boat to bring them to a different cruises. You can also opt it in and choose whether you want to be in a 5-star cruise, or you can also just a 3-star cruise, or anything that fancy your budget. There are different package you can choose, and onto mine I also choose a different package which is a little bit of more authentic cruising, because I want to experience how authentic it is to stay on a cruise here in Halong Bay.
Yes, this one.
Thank you.
Excuse me, everybody. You turn the face to this side. This side in front. This side in front. You turn body. Turn around. Yes.
Now ready to actually be transported to our next destination, which is the cruise that we're about to board. And currently we are just being able to get ourselves ready and set ourselves up. It looks like a full boat going to the cruise. Just make sure you have your life jackets on, so you know, in case of emergency you can float in the water. We've arrived, so we're gonna get off this little boat, boarded, and move into the big cruise just right behind me. So we're gonna take off our life jackets now and then get ourselves ready all the way up. Thank you. There you go. Getting off. It's quite heavy. Thank you. Very good. Hello.
Welcome on board.
Welcome on board indeed. Thank you. Wow, we've got a full towel here to warm ourselves up. That is really, really good. And look at this. Welcome aboard, right?
Okay.
Hi. Hi. We're getting up here. Wow, this cruise is so cool. It's made of wood.
What's your strength?
Oh, thank you. Hi. It's quite heavy. Wow, we are actually here at the cruise now. And this is the Syrena Cruise. I like the idea of wood because it's quite very authentic.
That's why I tell you, I live on the first floor.
Here we go. Hi. Hello. Welcome. This is what it looks like. Hello. Welcome.
Yeah, relaxing and take a picture. Right? For the top deck, only stairs in front side.
It's very well organized, and also I just really want to point out that when you get here, when you enter, they give you this free, I don't know, a watermelon juice. I'm just still worried of drinking this simply because I don't know if there's a shot in this one. I thought it's like an alcohol, but it said it's fresh watermelon. Welcome to Halong Bay, Vietnam, everyone, and I just want to give you a little bit of introductions of what Halong Bay looks like. So currently I'm in a cruise with Syrena Cruise here in Halong Bay, and I just want to give you a little bit of tour of what's on top of the roof deck. So if you can see the 360 degrees of my camera, I'll spin it around so you can eventually see what it looks like to be here in Halong Bay. Now I just want to give you a talk about Halong Bay. So Halong Bay is one of the Unesco's World Heritage Site. It's just protected here in Vietnam, and yeah, the color of the water here down there is like a jade color with the reflections of the sun, and of course with the water here. And just these mountains is so good. The limestone mountains that you can see around me, reflected through the sun, water, it just turns out to be like a jade color. I don't know, but it just feels like it's better for you to come here and witness yourself to see the beauty of Halong Bay. How exciting it is to be finally witness the true beauty of Vietnam, and I am so relieved to be here and excited to show you the whole things about this cruise. So we're gonna have a little bit of tour today and get most out of our schedule and timing so we can enjoy most of it. This video is sponsored by Jacky Vietnam Travel, and they are a very young travel agency in Vietnam located in Hanoi, and they're the best young team that will provide you a tailored needs during your stay in Vietnam. You can contact them through the link in the descriptions below, so you can actually talk to them. 24/7 customer service. They're very good, they're prompt, and also they are the best in Hanoi, so you can actually enjoy the beauty of Vietnam and also give you the best access to Vietnam. Thank you, Vietnam, and thank you, Jacky Vietnam Travel, for sponsoring this video. Now back to the vlog. I've got my room key today, and it's time for a room tour. Okay, so I'll show you what the room looks like. So I'm currently situated, I think, below the deck, second floor. So I'm gonna give you a little bit of a room tour of this beautiful Syrena Cruise. Alright, see, you like the sideboard? It's very authentic enough if you are actually wanting to do cruising here in Halong Bay. I just like the idea of the authenticity of this boat because it feels like it's not so metallic but yet preserving the Vietnamese tradition and culture enclosed to this kind of cruise. So let's go and find out what the room looks like. So this is my room, right? And the room 108, and this is currently the keys. So I'm gonna go and see. Here we go. Are you guys excited? Wow, look at that. Amazing. Then I need to put the keys and insert for power. Ta-da! How'd you like that? It's magical, isn't it? Okay, let's close the door. Alright, so by the time we get here, I just want to show you exactly what the room looks like. And behind me, that is what the room looks like. It has 2 bedrooms for me because I have someone staying with me in the same room. So I have a little bit of a space here, and look, there's a window here on the side so you can view the bay. And look at that one. So that is currently the view. As you can see, I'm sure it's quite a bit too sunny and glary at the moment. It doesn't do justice at all, but look at that limestone Halong Bay. So we're cruising now, so we'll be able to see the whole beauty of it. There is an emergency torch here, and there's also a socket here. I don't think it is an international socket, but you can use that. The keys should be here for power when you enter. And the air conditioning here, you can just set the temperature up or you can set the temperature down. A wardrobe's here, so you can use it while you are cruising after a shower. Then yeah, so it looks like a very good quality of robes. Jackets here in case of emergency as well. Slippers to use. And let's go to the bathroom. Wow, look at these ones. The bathroom is quite big. There's more of like a jacuzzi here. This is a jacuzzi, God. See how big and spacious the room is. So let me show you the basin, hot and cold water on it, and also the jacuzzi where you take the shower. Also the toilet is actually separated from the shower itself here. It's quite spacious though, as you can see. Privacy curtain. So if you wanna, have a little bit of privacy, then you can do that. Now they've also given us 3 towels. Basically, this is what the rooms here in one of these cruise. So it's good. I mean, it's not as fancy as a 5-star hotel, but for me, this is already 5-star, and I'm happy with it. I think the value of this room is so good that everyone can afford if you want to go to Halong Bay and enjoy the beauty of the Unesco's World Heritage. And it's always a must to see the Halong Bay if you are visiting Vietnam.